Hola, amigos, and welcome to another episode of the Six Pack Podcast. Today, your host Alex is here, and we are joined with a special guest, Aaron.
I hate you so much. But at least it's different from a standard six-pack podcast opening.
That it is.
I feel like you made the same joke probably most of the 15 episodes I think we've done now.
I mean, this time I made the same joke, but with the roles reversed. Did you see what I did there?
I did see what you did. I did saw. I did see.
So we got another action-packed episode
We
of the
do.
Six Pack Podcast today, do we, Alex?
We definitely do. We always do.
Hyped?
Every episode of the Six-Pack Podcast has got the familiarity that I love, but also a little bit different.
What action have we got in today in store?
Well, I heard we're doing another ongoing challenge like I put into effect last week, so it's a hit.
It is a hit.
And you've come up with another ongoing challenge.
And by come up, you mean stole another idea that we used to do, what we've kind of done throughout the years of drinking, something that I got from our Coffs Harbour days.
And what is that, Aaron?
It's called the Little Man Challenge.
He's not just talking about himself.
No, and we're also discussing the NBA Finals. We're discussing the TikTok Chinese spyware or not.
Another
controversial corner. Or just controversy corner.
I said controversy or corner.
That was a fuck up.
It was a fuck up by me, and you just ran with it.
I did. I was like, I don't know what
he's like a parrot.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know what he's talking about, but
I'm gonna roll with it.
We're doing some more. Oh no, we're doing higher or lower today.
We're doing a higher or lower.
A new challenge.
A little quiz challenge thing.
We're discussing our top 3 games, and then we're talking about our today's brew.
Furphy original.
And I hear a little birdie that there may even be a special review from me about the beer I drank before we began.
Okay.
So, bet people are excited for that.
I don't even know what beer we drank.
No, I drank, not you.
That's
the one I drank in the car.
I don't even know what beer we drank.
Oh, well,
Should we save that for another episode of...
No.
Okay.
All right. Let's get in.
Let's get into it. All right. So the ongoing challenge, we're going to keep it simple for this segment, but what is the challenge?
It's called the Little Man Challenge.
Yep.
So it's an idea that we got from, or that a mate of ours brought to our group when we were in Coffs. So you have a little man sitting on your beer.
Make sure everyone can see. Little man.
Yeah. Oh, you just do it on your beer.
Little man.
So it's a little man. And then what do you do with the little man?
You got to take the little man off. You got to take the little man off the drink to be able to drink it.
And then when you put your beer back down, the little man, he can't just keep sitting next to your beer, can he?
Do you have to put him back on?
Yeah, put him back on.
So we've got to take the little man off, and then we've got to take the little man on. Considering I couldn't even fucking remember to drink with my right hand.
Yeah.
I know that this is going to be an excellent challenge.
This is pretty brutal. So do we want to do shots for this one?
I think so.
All right.
Well, we'll start off with it, and we can reassess. Like if we end up drinking the entire bottle, maybe we'll stop.
Maybe reassess.
But I think for the start, let's do it because Mama didn't raise no bitch.
I think that they will not be full shots. Obviously, we'll be pulling out the.
We'll play it by ear.
Yeah,
we'll play it by ear. So little man got to come off. Little man has to go back on every single time we sip.
Yeah, every time.
Jeez.
Oh no! Every time you put your beer back on the table, because the little man is on the table. So if you just hold your beer like that, or if you're just holding your beer the whole time,
okay,
little man doesn't need to go back.
Sure. All right. Okay. So that's a challenge. So will we do shots throughout? Will we do them or do them all at the end? No, we'll do shots throughout.
No, throughout. I think, okay. All right. Yeah, all right. You fuck it up 5 times. Yeah, all right, Alex. Do you want to just down 5 for me quickly now?
Okay, fair enough. All right. Okay, so when we jump to the next segment, we'll have the alcohol here ready to go, and we'll jump into.
No, fuck it. I think we just go get it when we're not going to fail. So.
Oh, true. Okay. All right. Let's kick off into the NBA Finals then. Yeah. Where's your little man?
That was quick.
Where's your little man, Aaron? You fucking bastard! You did this to me last week! And again, we paused. Every time we pause, this happens. Every time. Alright, well, I'm going to go get Aaron a shot. I'll be back in a jiffy.
So as you just saw, I fucked it up immediately. quick little flashback to last week when Alex fucked up last week's challenge immediately.
The link to that video is in the top right hand corner of your screen, so make sure you check that out. So I'm just going to be easy. So this is a liqueur hypnotic. It's a relatively easy drink, and I've got
Do I need to take the
shot.
little man off the shot too?
No, I don't think so.
Nah. No.
All right.
There's only one little man who's only sitting on my beer.
You can't have multiple little men. That's an orgy at that point.
Nice thing to start the podcast off with, huh?
Yep. I can move it. Yeah, it's only if I take it up for a sip, right?
Or if the beer glass left the table completely.
Okay, all right, cool.
I think I actually saw it get a little bit of air as you picked it.
Fuck off right now. Okay, all right, NBA Finals, let's go.
So, as you know, Alex, the NBA Finals are currently on.
Yep.
Did you know that? Well, the NBA Finals are on. It's round one. Or the playoffs, actually. The finals refers to the end game, so I should say playoffs, really. It's first round of the NBA playoffs.
Yep.
16 teams left.
Nice.
8 each conference. Who do you back?
I used to back basically wherever LeBron James went. I think I've told you this before. I used to go from when I was at Heat, and then it was Cleveland,
Yeah.
and then I kind of stopped following basketball after Cleveland.
Yeah.
All right.
So, I'm a big Miami fan. We're currently playing the Bucks. It's one apiece for our series. We won game 1 in Milwaukee, and then Bucks destroyed us in game 2. So it's now one apiece. But we're in Miami for game 3.
Nice.
Who do you think?
Home ground.
Home ground. Who do you think's gonna win this year?
Lakers.
Piss off.
Lakers are stacked, aren't they?
Are Lakers in the playoffs?
Yes.
Yes, you're correct. They are.
Yeah.
I mean, they got LeBron, they got AD, they got a few good young guns, but
Yeah.
I don't think they're going to win. They bloody barely made the playoffs as it is.
Well, who's tipped to win?
Probably Celtics or Bucks, really.
Okay.
So, I mean, the prediction was Miami to get destroyed by Milwaukee. So,
Okay.
so yeah. I mean, Miami did pretty well then.
So they beat them.
Yeah, they beat them.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Go sport.
Go sports.
No, I used to watch basketball and I used to play, but I don't know, I just don't have time to watch sports these days.
Important ruling here quickly, off topic. Is that touching the ground if it's on my hand?
No.
Okay. Yeah, I'm holding.
Aaron's trying to break the rules of the challenge champions, or at least make up his own throughout the rest of the video.
Well, I like to see it as kind of a Taskmaster vibe where you get set this challenge and, you know, if you want to be creative about it and find ways around the challenge, go ahead.
Well, I'm pretty sure I named it last week Taskmaster anyway.
Yeah, well, but that was that specific task that you made.
Yeah, but this is this week's task.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's the NBA Finals. So what are your predictions for the top 3?
I probably should reword that. Ask me, who do you think's going to win Eastern Conference and who do you think's going to win Western Conference?
What? I don't understand.
So there's 2 conferences. Haven't you ever seen any... How much do you know of the NBA?
It's been a while. Okay, anyway. I feel like I remember that.
Well, do you want to ask me the question that I just laid out?
Alright, well, who do you think is going to win the 2 conferences?
Eastern Conference, probably Boston. I mean, Miami, obviously. But if Miami don't win, Boston. Western Conference is a bit more interesting, I reckon. I don't know who I'd pick. Probably the one I'd want to do it would be Nuggets or Kings. Really would like Kings to do it. Probably Nuggets. Nuggets are pretty dominant at the moment.
The Nuggies.
The Nuggies.
Yeah, okay.
They got Joker.
What is it? What's the bear one? Raw? No.
Nah, Brisbane Raw. Or,
No.
They're actually an A-League team.
No, who's the bear?
The Bear.
Yeah, there's bears.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
There's a team that's got a bear on the
Grizzlies.
Grizzlies.
Yeah, Memphis.
Yeah. How are they going?
I mean, they came second, but I don't think they look that good. I think Lakers are a good chance to beat them
Okay.
in their current first-round playoff.
Right.
The Bear.
Well,
Grrr.
well, I said bear and you couldn't tie that to grizzly.
Well, I could, but like you said,
think it's Raw.
I think it's Raw, which is a fucking Brisbane soccer team.
Oh my god. Okay. Go sports.
Go Sports.
I probably go to more sports games than you do.
Oh, that's just through work.
Yeah.
I mean, you drag me along.
Yeah, I drag you along.
But every time you drag me along to something, I'm there watching, knowing what's going. You've never dragged me to something that we're both been in the same boat with it. It's
Well, we
always,
have no idea.
Yeah, it's you have no idea, and I have at least been like watched on TV and stuff.
Would you understand like the not the NRL, what's the other one?
AFL.
No. League.
Soccer.
Union.
No, I have no clue if you'd brought me the Union.
Like the Reds games.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got no clue. I've gone to a few
Union.
Reds games.
Alright, well, if we bring me one of them, then we're both in the same
I
boat.
haven't been to a Reds game in ages. Anyway, go sports, go the NBA. Aaron's picked the two conferences. Let's see if he takes out the cake.
Take out the W,
Take out the W, as they say.
and dab on them haters.
Did you take off? You haven't put it
Still
down.
haven't put it down.
Okay, he's cheating. Did you put the little man back on?
Good point. Is there a time limit though to when the little man needs to go back on?
Fuck off.
We never discussed
Fuck
that.
off. No.
The little man's back on. He
No.
he had an extended rest.
No. No. Not at all.
I think that we never discussed though.
I think
the
you're full of shit.
timeline that the little man could spend on
I
the
think
table.
you're full of shit.
I think that if I'd picked up the glass without putting the little man back on, like if I'd taken him off again, I think that if considering the glass
off.
never left the table.
Nah, I'm not having that.
I think
That's like saying if I picked up the glass in my right hand to pass it to my left.
no, I
A
don't
game
think
of
that's,
Buffalo.
I don't think that's even
Nah.
comparative. Nah,
No.
I think that because the
All right, we'll
Because I
settle
haven't
this with the
picked it
game
back
of scissors,
up.
paper, rock. If I win, you do a shot. If you lose, you do a shot. Scissors, paper, rock. One and done.
One and done.
Scissors, paper, rock. Do your fucking shot. Nah, I don't want to hear any of this making the rules shit. You didn't put the little man back on. Leia's gonna pour the glass. I'm gonna have to have that whole segment in there now. I'm kidding.
Well, I thought you'd keep it in there. Nah, I thought it was pretty interesting. Keep it in there.
I don't want to talk about my sex tapes. Alright, Aaron has to do the shot.
God, I'm gonna be drunk at the end of this.
We're at this segment. Segment 3.
I haven't even finished my first beer. No, well, I did put the little man back on, so I do now. I need to take him off again. And I think that after I pick this up, I'm not putting it back onto the table again.
Fair enough. So, you wanted to talk about TikTok and its potential Chinese spyware.
Well, I think the why this has come up is because currently a lot of governments in the Western
They're
world,
attempting to ban it.
well, yeah, correct, not attempting to ban it, but banning it from government phones.
Banning it from government phones.
Yeah. So they haven't tried to ban it yet, for like Australians or whatnot. Like, as a person. As a people.
As a population.
Yeah. I think those two shots are starting to hit me a little bit. I'm losing my hand. So like the reason they want to ban them though is because obviously there's suspicions that the Chinese have have spyware built into TikTok that then takes all that data off their phones. They get access to government's secretive information, which I think is fair enough. Why the fuck would you want a foreign government like app on your phone anyway? Assuming that TikTok is in fact controlled by the Chinese government, which it allegedly is, and by allegedly I mean probably because the Chinese government fucking control everything.
Yeah, look, I don't know. You know, I haven't done too much research into it, so I'm sure someone could show me something that would change my opinion. But like, just because something was made in China doesn't mean that it's fucking malware.
Well,
Like how many apps and like, I don't know, where was Tinder made?
was it made in China?
Actually, I don't know.
I'm curious now.
Okay, I'm gonna keep talking while you look it up. Like things like that, which require you to input your own personal information and things like that, right? Yeah, no shit, but that doesn't mean it was controlled by the government and that it's spyware.
I actually think you make a good point because, like, you could say that every piece of clothing from China has a little chip in it.
It's got a little tag. Yeah, I think it's a bit bullshit because, you also think about like a lot of things that collect your personal information. Where they make the money from is because they sell it.
Yeah.
Right. And maybe TikTok sells your personal information, right? But so do a lot of other apps.
Yeah.
A lot of those sorts of ones where it's like make an account, like personalize your profile and shit like that. They sell like those details as part of consumer metrics and consumer habits and that sort of like brand profile stuff. Like that's just what they do. That's how they make their money.
But then,
and it's because people agree to it as part of the terms and conditions, but they don't fucking read it. It's like I've seen it before. It's like we can distribute your third-party data on the basis of X, Y, Z, right?
Yeah.
But then no one actually reads into the terms and conditions, and they just tick, and then people's data and shit gets leaked, and like, oh wow, this is a surprise. It's like,
but would you say TikTok mines data though?
I probably, definitely.
And then do you think, given that it's a Chinese company, that data may or may not fall into the hands of the Chinese government?
But again, like that could be said for any other application that is owned by any country ever.
I guess you have a point, but then we could be onto something here then, based on your point.
we could be unraveling a national secret.
Yeah. I mean,
international secret.
You work for a company that has an app, right?
Yeah.
And does that app mine data to your knowledge?
Definitely not. What it does do though, like we do have access to personal data, but that data is like, it's the type of, well, there's different types, right? If you've got access to data, you can use it for like marketing purposes and things like that, but you can never ever like distribute that data unless it's clearly stated.
So
we do not. Like, that's not what we do. The only times we ever use that, like, personal information is to send out marketing materials and things like that.
So if you're like, oh, this person seems to have a fetish for this certain type of food, let's send them promotions for the food. That kind of thing.
Like, it varies. Our app isn't that granular, but, like I can tell by state, like, which is your most frequent restaurant. That's
but for the individual person, you don't know.
Yeah.
What you just see as a
I could log into like your profile and like see the information that you put in there.
There's not a point.
Yeah, well, there's no point, and also like again, you give permission to give that data.
I suppose Joe Everydayman. I think that's as well what a lot of people going into this. I think that's as well what a lot of people don't think about is that they're not interesting enough for anyone to give a shit about them.
And
I agree that I think that government phones shouldn't have TikTok on them, but I think that government phones shouldn't have anything on them except for government content.
Yeah.
If you're going to have anything on it, like you're right, like Facebook, Instagram,
all that,
all
like,
be mining data.
It doesn't like it just has like you look at the stuff that got hacked, for instance.
Yeah.
Like, you don't even have to mine and sell data for data to get leaked. But what you've got to have is like the correct security protocols in place to be able to like manage that and also like to prevent that. And for the fact that even if they got into the system, they can't get access to that data. Like we have that in place. And like multiple places have that in place. And as these things become more about, like it's becoming more of a concern. I think that the people like hacking these sorts of things are just far ahead of most corporations.
Yeah. What do you mean far ahead?
As in like they're smarter. It's easier for them to do because in an event.
Well, I think most corporations, their cybersecurity would be shithouse. Like
I know.
I think a 9-year-old with a fucking.
I know someone who works for an unnamed company that works for has contracts with our Australian Defence that has access to files. Like a SharePoint file or something like that, right? Where he will get fined and potentially put in jail if he opens the file, but there's no preventative measures from him opening the file. Like they gave them access to all of this, but they said like if you open these files, and yeah, you will be fined like $30,000.
Then what's the point of giving them access to the files?
Well, because it's like there's like different levels of security, but it's like things like that, which is just insane. It's like if it's that like crucial that then they can't have that information, then why can they?
But did you also see the thing in the US of that 21-year-old like Marine who had access to all the Pentagon files and he shared a bunch of them on a Minecraft forum?
No, I didn't know that.
On a Minecraft Discord.
No,
And he's currently in jail facing some pretty hefty charges.
Yeah, no,
Hold
I
on.
didn't know that.
Hold on. We'll do a quick. Alright. So I brought up the article. It's pretty funny, really, with how it's been set up. Maybe you'll share a link to this particular article.
It's in the description. It's the Pentagon leak that landed a chat forum about Minecraft from ABC News.
Yeah.
So the
I remember the biggest thing about this was that it contained briefings about the Ukraine war that hadn't, like, they tell us stuff, but then there's obviously other stuff that does not get shared with the public. And it was stuff that hadn't been shared about it in the public. And it got shared, I think it was on Discord. It was on a Discord. So, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it was on a Discord. And it was a 21-year-old. So, I mean, again, the secondary question is, why does a 21-year-old have access to this shit?
Yeah.
Like, I'm 22. Well, no, we're both 22. How the fuck do you get to a level high enough in that amount of time that you have access to crap?
Well, again, the thing is, he probably doesn't. It's probably just that shit that people, like... It's just not on the top of everyone's list.
They've named it as one of the worst breaches of US national security in this century.
And it was shared on a Minecraft forum.
Shared in a Minecraft forum. Very, very basic. Clearly not a high level of thinking within the crime, given that it was just shared on a fucking...
He probably was like, oh, boys, have a look at this. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
And then it just escalated from there.
So it was a 21-year-old member of the intelligence wing of the Massachusetts Air National Guard. So they arrested him pretty quick, but he shared quite a bit of stuff, apparently. I don't know if any of the stuff he shared, though, was of that detriment.
That's in nature.
Yeah, that detriment to, like it'll kill someone kind of thing. But it was just stuff the public wasn't meant to know about.
Yeah.
So...
Anyway.
So I guess back to the original point of... TikTok Chinese spyware. Do we think that TikTok is spying on us for the Chinese?
Again, like...
To wrap this up.
Again, I don't think so. Like, well, I mean, they're potentially selling the data, and yeah, maybe the Chinese government is buying it. Sure. But they're not... I don't think that... Like, I think that's... No. That's not TikTok's fault, no.
I think so.
You think it is?
I think TikTok.
You think it's controlled by the Chinese government?
I mean, anything coming out of China, the Chinese, is a communist country.
I'll take your clothes off right now.
It's a communist country. Anything coming out of China has got to have, as a bare minimum, got a foot in the door from the Chinese government.
Again, like, yeah, maybe, but then everyone like agrees to it. Like, just don't fucking. I haven't downloaded TikTok.
Like, if you're a foreign government and you're like, so. We want to have an insight into all these people, what their lives are like, shit like that. Maybe we could get access to some important government stuff. What's an app that we could develop that would just do that for us without much effort? I know, what about an app that's pretty similar to Vine? Vine shit it. What's the thing that we can replace Vine with? I know, TikTok.
Maybe. Again, I'm not against being proven wrong here, but I think people get fucking blows.
I mean, we'll never be proven wrong unless China... Like, you'll never be proven wrong unless China actually outright say, haha, you little suckers, we were using TikTok to mine your data this whole time. It's like a fucking Scooby-Doo on Mars.
Anyway.
Alright, time to move on. That's ready for when we're done. You're doing a shot too. Nah. You've kicked up a fuss about me putting Little Man on. You can do a shot now.
Well, I challenged you against this back.
You did, actually. So I think it's only fair that I offer you the same kind of leniency.
Pull Little Man back on. I actually already did that. Alright, so scissors, paper, rock, one and done.
Yeah, scissors, paper, rock, one and done.
Yeah. Ready? Scissors, paper, rock. Scissors, paper, rock. Scissors, paper, rock.
Ah, shithead! So, Alex now has to do his first shot as he left the table and got called out for not putting the little man back on.
It's fine. I'm not even bothered. And I like, it was like 2 seconds anyway.
But you weren't gonna do it.
Well,
the important
You
thing.
don't know what I'm thinking.
Oh, mate, that's pretty pussy. Even mine were a little bit bigger than that. Oh, what a little bitch.
Yours were literally the same size, fuck.
I think it's a bigger glass. Look, compare the glass. They're actually the exact same size. Yeah. Alright, we're playing higher or lower. As you can see, it's some naked dude with higher or lower on his chest. He's got a ciggy. He's got a glass of what looks like brandy. He's got his laptop out. He's fucking keen to play some higher or lower. That's all I know.
But to be fair, you've never played this before.
I haven't. So there's classic or there's beat the clock. I mean, beat the clock sounds pretty exciting to me.
I think we go with classic because I don't think we're actually going to be able.
Let's start with classic and then let's go to beat the clock.
Okay, we'll do both maybe. Because to be fair, I don't know how many we'll actually get. Do we want to talk about this and do it like as a joint thing and see how high we can go?
Yeah, all right. Let's do that first, and then let's do beat the clock.
Okay.
All right, let's get into it.
Okay.
All right, Rihanna versus Tesla.
I'd say Tesla is lower.
Yeah, Rihanna's pretty popular. Yeah, Tesla's lower. Tesla versus Milgram experiment. I don't even know what the fucking Milgram experiment is.
So it's got to be lower then.
Yeah. All right.
All right, that was easy lower.
Milgram or Cadbury? I mean,
Cadbury's got to be higher than 40.
Is Cadbury an international brand even?
Yeah, I think so.
No, it's only got 201
So
skill.
maybe
That's
not.
less.
Despacito.
Be higher,
Surely.
Holy crap.
Far out! I wasn't expecting to be that much higher.
It gotta be lower. Oh my fucking god. Gotta be higher.
Right eye's higher. Yeah.
Yeah. Bosh. Gotta be
lower.
lower. Oh shit.
Okay. All right. Let's try again. We can do better.
Holy crap. I would not have thought Bosch was
I suppose if you think about it, Bosch is probably more readily available. Than...
police or dry. This is actually
This is a good question.
pretty hard.
I'm
leaning towards lower.
I'm leaning towards lower as well.
Ooh, it was close.
Yeah.
We were right to.
Atheism.
It's close.
It's close again.
I'm leaning towards higher.
It's a good image as well.
Higher?
I think it's lower. I'll let you pick. I think it's higher.
You were right. It was lower. Fuck. All right, that was shit. Let's go again.
Homer Simpson or
Israel.
Israel's got to be higher, right?
Yeah. There's enough shit going on there. It's got to be low. I don't even know who Warren Harding is. Beyond, got to
Higher.
You don't think lower?
No.
About the same as Rhiannon.
Rhiannon.
Ooh.
Who's Rhiannon?
I think both names got to be lower. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe if it was 20 years ago.
Oh.
It's actually close.
I'd say lower.
I'd say lower too, but I think we're about to be surprised. Okay,
No,
we're not.
no, well,
Very much actually what I expected it to be.
Epilepsy, I'd say it's
I'd say
higher.
higher. Yeah.
Yeah.
Michael higher.
Higher.
I didn't even need to really ask you
MJ.
that one.
Pringles.
Whoa.
I don't want to do my man MJ wrong here.
Pringles are pretty popular.
I'd say
though.
higher.
I'd say higher too.
But how many people...
Fuck! That was shit
I was gonna say,
house.
but how many people search Pringles?
Oh, we got 7. We're gonna try and crack.
We got to
we
crack 10.
9 or over, and we got all right, 9 or over because we cracked the top 10%.
Okay. All right, we need to think about this. We need to think of this properly.
Roma or Wayne Gretzky? I think Wayne Gretzky's. I should know who Wayne Gretzky is. He's a very. He's probably
Hockey
the
player.
most famous hockey
player, yeah.
So that's the thing. He actually could. I think
reckon-
because it's 20 years ago, though, I think it's going to be
This
lower.
isn't... Oh, we've also got to remember this is in 2017.
Yeah, okay. Teletubbies. I think Teletubbies is higher.
Really?
Yeah.
Good choice. All right.
Don't
fair
ever
enough.
doubt me again.
Skrillex.
I don't know if it would be higher than 1.2 million, though.
Skrillex?
I'm leaning
I don't
towards
know.
higher.
I'm leaning towards higher as well.
Fuck! Alright, we lost.
Who? It's terrible.
New York Jets.
Jerusalem higher.
Gotta be
We
higher.
just got to power through it. We just got to go with gut. Let's just boom, boom, boom. Dictionary, higher. Much higher. Gut. Jackson's lower.
Jesus.
That's a lot lower than I was expecting, to be honest. Surfing, higher. This is it. We're just going to power through it. Power through it. Golf, higher. Easy. Legal highs, lower.
Lower. That's very specific.
Hay fever, higher. Dallas Cowboys, yeah.
Yeah, higher.
Wayne Rooney, lower.
Jesus. I mean, I think we've gotten a pretty good luck at the draw.
Dolphins, higher. Deadpool, higher.
Yeah, I was a bit close on that one.
Nah. Lower.
I don't even know what that is.
We remember them, though. Plaster, higher than that. Oh. I wouldn't have picked that.
I mean,
But we beat
changed
9.
our goal.
We did beat 9,
Let's
okay.
give beat the clock a crack.
Okay. We've seen this one.
Yeah, higher.
So is it like tick around?
Yeah.
Oh, well, we've been doing this anyway. Okay. Angry
Oh,
Bird.
that's the difference, though.
Lower.
Oh, you fucking idiot! Alright, I'll try again.
3.2, is that it? Oh,
Higher.
higher. Oh, we don't encourage that.
Tetris.
Lower.
It's actually not that much pressure because you've never taken more than 10 seconds to think about it
No,
anyway.
it's not.
What do you think?
Lower.
Yeah, right, you're right. I'm surprised Tetris is still higher.
I wouldn't have picked
Oh, well, you should have said something, you idiot.
higher. Okay, we're going to beat 3.2. We're going to get 4. Green peas, period, higher.
Yeah, you're right. Higher.
LSD, lower.
Yep.
Colt,
higher. Oh, okay.
Alright, so 7-bit 3.2.
Rapid. No, it's got to be high.
Yeah.
I don't even know what Super Mario Run is. So I'm gonna go higher.
Good choice. Lower.
Lower. Only just.
Kept going. I reckon it's going to be higher.
You're an idiot.
Good choice. I don't know, like school and shit higher. Jeez, I think that's the biggest one we've had.
I just clicked lower, not even seeing what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That old gal. Lower. Higher.
Whoa! I didn't even know Lawrence.
Higher.
Yeah, I didn't even know who Lawrence Taylor was.
I've heard of Lawrence Taylor. Higher.
Lower.
Oh,
Scarface has been relevant for years.
Higher.
Higher. Oh, damn! No one gives
Damn.
a shit about lung cancer. All right.
Alright. Suppose that's it.
We go about the same either way.
Yeah.
What's the moral of this story?
Moral of the story is,
We kind of suck.
yeah. But it was fun.
What's elimination mode? Let's give it a quick crack, eh?
It's a lobby. It's a multiplayer mode.
So I guess we'll wrap it up there, Alex. I don't think anyone's ever going to join this lobby.
No. We're waiting. Who knows? Maybe we'll film an episode of the 6
Maybe.
podcast.
I don't think we will.
Mode.
It sounds like the animals are fucking having a battle and a half over there. So we'll leave them to it.
Yeah, alright. We'll see you in the next segment.
Yep, see you next segment.
Top 3 favourite games. Think about this really quick.
So, say we're doing another top 3.
Top 3!
Top 3 favourite games.
Okay. What are we setting for the parameters? How's this working?
Anything really. Let's say PC. Oh no, because I think one of my options is not a PC game necessarily.
Yeah.
Oh, it's on PC, but let's just say not like an iPhone game, but like
Yeah, okay. Anything...
you didn't take the little man off, and I believe
but that's
beer.
because I'm pouring the beer.
Yeah, but I
I'm not
noticed.
drinking
I
the
actually watched you pour a beer earlier, and I was thinking about this actually. But you set some parameters. No.
This is pouring the beer. The whole thing about the little man is you need to take it off before you have the drink. That is the basic concept of
However, you've disproven yourself because earlier you actually poured a beer, and what you did before you poured it was you took the little man off, picked the beer up, poured it.
Well, maybe I
in,
wasn't
and then
being
put the
careful,
little
but
man back
just
on.
because I was being careful doesn't mean that it's right.
Well, see, I'm now begging to differ because
No,
you picked the glass
Okay.
up off the table.
Okay, look up the rules of Little Man. I want you to look up the rules of Little Man right now, and I guarantee you it'll say before you take a drink, you need to take the Little Man off. Thank you very much. The rules of the Little Man in the highlighted section says to have a drink, you must first mine removing the little man and then putting it back on after you finish. So I haven't had a drink yet. Thank you very much.
All right, there's no answer about it.
Okay.
So I mean, I think then that we need to then.
There was an answer that said
But we make the rules.
there was, and no, when it's clear defined, like we don't play Buffalo and say, well, this is my left hand.
No, that wasn't clearly defined.
It was clearly defined that said the little man is when you take a drink.
But we were already discussing off the beer comes off the table is what we agreed on.
When you take a drink.
So I think another scissors, paper, rock. I think
that's fucking bull. No, I don't think that's true.
I disagree with you.
Well, that's great.
Let's take a vote then. Who thinks that the little man needs to come off if we're pouring the beer?
All right, come here. Come here.
Alright, who thinks that
Sit.
the little man needs to... Doesn't matter if we're pouring beer. Lay doesn't have hands. They're actually 4 feet, funnily enough. So I think that's scissors, paper, rock to settle the difference.
This is bull. No. I'm not doing a shot. Like, that's not how the little man works.
Alright, we'll move on.
Not how it works. No, it's just not how it works. Actually, fuck you. Let's do it.
Alright.
Alright.
So you're saying though, if you lose, you do a shot.
Fuck. Why not? All
And
right.
then if I lose, nothing happens.
Don't you ever chicken noise me.
Alright.
All right, one and done. Scissors, paper, rock. Scissors, paper, rock.
I knew you were going to go rock.
Why?
Because you went rock last time and you didn't win, so I knew you were going to stick with it.
There wasn't much thought process that went into that.
Yeah.
I just picked rock.
So now what's most important about this shot is that this is an admission of defeat.
It's not. I still stand by my point.
But
It's an admission of strength.
because you did the shot to shut me up.
Yeah, exactly.
Alright.
Anyway, three favorite games.
No, yeah. Do you want to start off with your third favorite game?
Well, again, I was talking about it earlier. Like playtime doesn't necessarily mean favoritism.
No, it definitely doesn't.
Because like I have played a shit ton of Minecraft, but it's
I think I know my
top
third favorite game. I think you're stalling for time through this.
three. All right, go.
Red Dead Redemption 2.
Okay, it's a very solid game.
It is. I loved Red Dead Redemption 2. It was pretty good. I'm keen actually for what Rockstar brings out for GTA 6, assuming that it's not crap. Guess we'll see. GTA 6 will come out probably 2030 maybe at this rate. But hopefully it'll be good.
I've got my top two, and I've got a lot of games that I quite enjoy, but I don't know which one I would put as like one of my
Just
favorites.
whatever
of
you
all
think
time.
of, just pick.
Oh, I've got it. Yep, my third favorite game, CS:GO.
Yeah, Ash is pretty good.
Yeah, CS:GO. CS:GO 2's coming out soon.
Is it really?
It is, which we'll have to play.
Considering a game that you can just get for free.
Incredibly great game.
It's really
you had good times
because,
on that.
like, there's all the skins and shit, but that makes no effect to your ability
If you
to play
choose
the
not
game.
to.
If you choose just to play it for free.
Yeah.
So a game you get for free and the amount of shit you can get out of it is incredible.
CS:GO
Yeah,
is going to
I
have
completely
to be.
forgot about CSGO. We haven't played it for years.
No, we haven't. It's got to be my third favorite.
Yeah,
definitely.
I agree. CSGO is pretty... I'd say CSGO for me, then it's fourth. Now that you
Okay.
brought it up. It won't create top three, but it's pretty banging.
Cool.
We put so many hours in
We
CSGO.
did. All right, number two.
Number two. Number two for me, got to be Minecraft.
Okay.
Can't really complain about Minecraft. Minecraft's pretty
Minecraft
banging.
is in my top five, sure.
Yeah, Minecraft's pretty banging. That's definitely the game I put the most hours into by far. Definitely thousands. It'd be over 1,000 bare minimum. I reckon it'd be thousands though, for sure. But yeah, I mean it's a great game. There's just so much shit.
I played the shit out of it, but I don't know if it's in my top three these days. This is also like as of current, like.
Yeah.
So
what's your
if you
second
asked me
game?
when I was 15, yeah, maybe. My second, and I'm a bit torn between first and second, but I think I'm gonna have to say GTA 5 is my
GTA 5?
second favorite game of all time.
Yeah, GTA is pretty bloody good. It'll be interesting to see if they can replicate it though with GTA 6. I don't think they will. I'm still skeptical as if there'll even be a GTA 6.
And what they released? Didn't they release GTA 5 in 2013?
Yeah, it's
It's been 10 years and online is still going. Yeah.
That's the thing, they've still been milking it as a cash cow, and that's why it's still going.
Yeah, and to be fair, it still goes okay.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure it's not what it was in 2013, but I'm sure it still goes fine.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I love GTA 5. It'd probably be fifth for me.
Oh,
not number one.
I wasn't sure if it's going to crack your top.
You
3.
won't be able to guess number one. Do you want to?
I reckon I can. I reckon. So you're at one now. I reckon it's going to be City Skyline.
Holy shit, you're right. It's City Skyline. How did you know?
Because you always fucking play City Skyline.
I love City Skyline.
You've played it for years.
I have. They coming out with the City Skylines 2.
Oh no.
So, because I the City Skylines like a city building game. I put 700 hours into City Skylines. Fucking love City Skylines. But it broke on my computer. Don't know why. I think there's some shit that's not compatible with it anymore. With one, they updated it and then it stopped working. Haven't been able to fix it. So I'm keen for City Skylines 2 simply because I can't play City Skylines anymore.
Who knows? Maybe we'll play it. Is it a? You can't play multiplayer. Can
Nah,
you?
it's just a city building game. It's like Sim City, but better in every single fucking way.
Yeah.
There's just so much content for it, so many mods, so many different
Fair enough.
things.
You don't need to tell it to me.
Yeah, it's bloody
I've
good.
known you played it for years.
Yeah. But you get the Steam notification every time I log on.
Yeah, I remember I used to see it lots growing up. Anyway, my first, I think I've got to put it at, and I've replayed this game. Oh fuck! I forgot about some which I so much enjoyed so much. I'm gonna do an honorable mention.
Yeah, right.
I think I talked about my 4th and 5th, but I'm actually gonna put this game at 4. Subnautica. Incredible game.
I've never played Subnautica.
Absolutely incredible game. One of the best games I've ever played. But I don't actually think it beats my 1, 2, and 3.
No.
But absolutely incredible game. But my first game I replayed about 3 times is Far Cry 3.
Yeah, Far Cry 3 is pretty good. Definitely wouldn't crack number 1, but Far Cry 3 is pretty good. I mean, me and you, every time they come out with a new Far Cry,
We're always on.
we always onto it and we play co-op together. Last Far Cry, I mean, I enjoyed the story, but there were a lot of... Like, me and you bugged out in that game at least once every time we played
Not
it.
Far Cry 3. Far Cry 3 didn't
No,
have
Far
co-op.
Cry 3, this is how the Far Cry games went.
Far Cry 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, New Dawn was okay.
New Dawn, Far Cry 5 was better than New Dawn.
Well, New Dawn was okay.
So what do you reckon?
Well, because we just played Far Cry 6.
Yeah, I mean, I think Far Cry 6 is probably on par with Far Cry 5.
Far Cry 5 was better than...
I think it probably goes like this.
New Dawn, I didn't mind New Dawn.
I mean,
New Dawn
like...
wasn't a game, though. It felt like a DLC.
Yeah, but they brought it out as a standalone thing.
They did. But you had to play Far Cry 5.
No, it was its own game.
But, like, everything was because of Far Cry 5, you know what I mean? Like, the whole map, it was Far Cry 5, but with pretty colours.
Well, it's Far Cry 5, but with the apocalypse.
Yeah.
But then you also... you've also got to... We're now going into a separate discussion. But is it canon? Because,
canon.
Far Cry 6, though, doesn't really address... Oh, no, because in Far Cry 5, the missile is... No, the missile that hits in Far Cry 5 is from Far Cry 4. The dude who runs that country fires it.
I can't say I'm that attached to the continuity. How do you know so much about the Far Cry universe?
I love the Far Cry games too.
Yeah.
I
I was pretty close between 1 and 2, to be honest.
I agree. Far Cry
I've
3
put
is
more
pretty
hours
bloody
into
good.
GTA 5, but Far Cry, like, I will play it for nostalgia. You know what I mean?
Bloody struggling to get this fucking beer out right now.
Yeah, I was watching you do it.
Okay, we're in.
Alright. Anyway, top 3 games.
Brew review.
Yep.
So what's today's brew?
We are drinking... I'm not taking the little man off. Oh, fuck, I guess I am taking
Nah,
the
so we discussed actually before we started this, that only applies to our...
That's fair. So we're drinking Furphy's Original. It's 1.3 cent a drink. It's Australian made, isn't it? Born in Geelong, which is Victoria. Thought so.
It actually says on the lip of the bottle, born in Geelong.
Born in Geelong. Well, I saw it. Yeah, so it's an Australian beer. It's not that old. I'd say it came about when we started drinking. So I'd say it's about 4 years old.
Yeah, I was trying to think back to the beer that, if you think of like what a beer Australians drink if you live in the US, do you know what I'm talking about? So if you live in the US, what beer do you think Australians drink?
Not VB. What's the other one?
No.
Foster's.
Yeah, correct. Even though me and you I've never had a Foster's.
Correct.
I don't even know where you'd get
I've had
Foster's from.
before. I've had Foster's overseas.
I've never even had Foster's I've seen Foster's overseas, but never had it. So I was confused between this and Foster's briefly before, but I do now. I remembered that no. Can't even remember if I had Furphy before today. I think I have.
It's pretty common these days.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
I think is the moral of this story. I like Furphy.
Yeah.
I think I've had it. I'm pretty sure I've had it before. I rate it. I mean, for the price that we paid today from BWS, would definitely buy it again for that price. It's never. I mean, it's never a beer.
It's a full strength at 1.3 as well, right?
Oh, it's never a beer. I mean, that I would go out of my way for. But I mean, what beer really is a beer that you go out of your way for?
Yeah, fair enough. Well,
so I mean,
I have a few.
Yeah, I mean, this is going to rate pretty high. I mean, for me, it's probably going to be a 5 out of 6.
Okay.
I like it. I will buy it again. So 5 out of 6.
I wouldn't put it as high as 5. I'd probably put it I'd put it at 4.7.
No, I wouldn't put it as high as 5 because I'm going to put it slightly below 5.
It is slightly below 5.
I think it's a 5, but I mean, it's pretty good. I'd buy it again.
Yeah.
So we've also got a special brew review today.
I don't know why he's doing this. He decided he wants to do this.
This is actually Alex's favourite beer, so he's actually got quite a few
Never had it before. I've never seen it before.
He's got quite a few strong opinions on it. It's called Modus beer. It's a hazy Pacific ale.
I do like my hazies.
So I got given for my birthday an 8-pack of different craft beers. This is one out of the 8-pack. It's brewed in Newcastle and Sydney. Merriweather specifically, which is Newcastle, so I don't know why it says Sydney.
Pretty sure that's off GTA 5.
Well, Merriweather, the army thing.
I
Yeah.
got him.
It's pretty good. I'm not a big craft beer fan. But I will drink all 8 out of the thing I got. So maybe I'll review one each week. It's pretty good. I'd probably rate it personally at a probably 4.7. What about you, Alex? What do you reckon?
You rated a hazy Pacific ale a 4.7.
I'd drink it again. It's easy drinking Pacific ale.
I like my craft beers. Aaron fucking hates them.
Oh, that was pretty good.
Okay.
Maybe it's all the beers and 2 shots that I've done.
Maybe. But you drank that before that.
Yeah, this is actually the first beer I had. I've never started with a craft beer before. I normally have to have a mainstream beer first.
I'm sure it's good. I can't give an opinion. I haven't had it. But
what would you rate it at?
I don't know.
Just look at the can.
It's a cool looking can.
What do you rate the can?
I rated a good can.
Well, out of 6.
Good set of cans.
What do you rate the can out of 6?
I give it a 5.
Alright, so that's Alex's opinion on this beer. 5 out of 6. So he likes it. So would recommend.
I like the look of it.
Alright. Hola, amigo. Hold on.
It was a deep breath in for me. You went. You went. Horror.
Adios, Liendas. Thank you for watching another episode of the Six Pack Podcast.
What is this, an episode of Dora?
Well, no, I started the episode speaking in Spanish, and I'm ending the episode speaking in Spanish. I think maybe that'll be a theme now. Each episode I'll start it and finish it with a different language.
I can't wait till it gets like German or something.
Yeah. Sprechen Sie Deutsch! Which we brought up actually. Sprechen Sie Deutsch came from a fucking party we had. I think it means do you speak German or something like that.
Anyway, that brings us to the end of this week's episode of the Six Pack Podcast.
What a fucking mess it's truly been.
Just a mess. It started off quite fine.
Alright, there's just bits and pieces all over the place. But we've given you 6 topics. We've drank 6 beers. What more do you fucking want from us?
To be fair, the reason so we've got a bit of beer left, so we're gonna film next the BuzzFeed, not the BuzzFeed quiz, the higher or lower. So we're gonna finish off these beers in that because we like to do that at the end of the Six Pack Podcast. So don't stress, you will see us finish these because we do not end a Six Pack Podcast without finishing our 6-pack. But Aaron yelling aside. As always, really appreciate you guys tuning into this episode of the six week podcast, 6 week podcast. Maybe I'm drunk. I think we're up to episode 15 or 16.
Some shit like that.
Yeah. But as always, click on Aaron. You can check out last week's episode of the podcast, and click on me to check out Phasmophobia on our gaming channel, which has been doing quite well. So, as always, leave any feedback in the comments. Otherwise, we will chat to you next week.
Thank you and goodbye.